Hello, welcome back to GOT. All I've got to say is, what if? What if Pixel went back to making their wide foldable and put today's hardware in it? Would you buy it? Let's talk about it. So the leaks and rumors are out on the new phones. What are they going to do? They're going to make the new foldable, which is going to be pretty much the same. The difference, apparently, they may go with a little bit larger screen on the inside. It says rumored possible at 8.1 to 8.2. I doubt that very much. I think they're going to stay with the same chassis. The cameras and everything, not much of a change. They're going to be pretty much the same hardware. We don't need to improve the water and dust resistance because we're already at 68, 69 on this thing, so that's great. And then we got the main camera that might shift from a 48 megapixel to a 50 megapixel. And then, of course, we have the processors that's going to go from the G5 to the G6. So there's an upgrade there going from 3 nanometers down to 2 nanometers. So we should have quite a cooler processor. So they're planning on actually it being a lot cooler and running faster. And then they're going to MediaTek for their radio. So hopefully what is rumored is it will have better signal and stronger signal. So that's a great thing. So all these new features or updates, which is just really small minor upgrades, as we all know that they come every year. What if they put that in this phone? I mean, think about it. Everybody's coming out with the big, large foldables like this here we have on the Oppo Find N. What if, while everybody else is coming out with their first design of a wide fold, Pixel re-released this design, maybe just went a little bit thinner, and then replaced it with all the newer cameras. And then, of course, enlarge that bump just a little bit to match their other phones to give it the better camera system. Because I don't know about you guys, I prefer this layout as opposed to this big, ugly looking off-center square. It is a square, yeah? Maybe a little bit more of a rectangle. So I think that this design with the newer hardware, I would go for this one. And why is that? Because Pixel already knows how to do a wide fold. They've already done it. And we know their photo processing is really good. If they would put more superior cameras in there, similar to what we're getting here, give us a 50 megapixel zoom at least. And then if they want to match everybody else, put in that 200 megapixel main camera. And then the ultra wide, I don't really care that much, but just put the 50 megapixel in there like everybody else. Right now, how far are they from, well, I guess we'd have to look at this one, from the thickness, it's not too far. It's not too bad. I mean, the Pixel 10 versus the Pixel 11. The 11 is supposed to be just a slight thinner. It might be closer to these. And what I mean by that is this is a 10.3 or 10.5 millimeters thick when closed, and they're going to go down to a 10.1. So that's barely any difference. And then, of course, the battery here, they're rumored they may go with a silicone battery, get up to close to anywhere from 5,500 to 6,000 in size. That would be great. But put that in this. I'm telling you, I really believe if they went with their original design, I don't think they would really lose that much to Apple or Samsung when they come out with their passports. Now, Apple may be a different story because we know Apple, they just sell everything big when they release them. Of course, they didn't do so much with their iPhone Air, and their foldable is even going to feel like more of a niche. So who knows? But I know that there's a lot of people going from Apple to other phones like the Oppo because they want a fold. So I think that once they come out with their fold, they're going to get a lot of sales. But I really think that if Pixel wants to stay in the game, they need to do something other than just come out with another one of these. And we know Samsung's going to come out with theirs, but they're also coming out with the wide. So they're playing the game a little smart. They're going to do both. Why doesn't Pixel just do that? Because I believe in the beginning, this was really just kind of a prototype. They were testing the market with the folds. They were probably trying to show everybody how to do a fold right, having this longer aspect ratio when open, and then building apps for a fold. So I think if they continue down that road, but just with a newer model, I believe they would do real good. I know I would love to have that. I would definitely prefer this over this. Instead of just some incremental changes on the current phone that's not really doing that well. I mean, Foldables really increased. They're like up to 30% growth this last year, but the Pixel only got 5% of that. And next year or this year, they're going to have a lot bigger growth with Apple come into the market. I think that this one's just going to kind of fall to the wayside. And we know what will happen if that happens. There's already rumors that the 11 is Pixel's last foldable. And if they keep going down the road they're going, I can see that happening, especially when Apple comes out with theirs and really pushes them out of the market. But I think that with this style of fold, okay, having that the right size, that would be a harder push for Apple since we've got it down with the Android foldables today. Apple, when they come out with theirs, we still rumored, is it going to be an iPad on the inside versus a phone on the outside? Because if they don't do something and they just use it as stretched out apps on the inside, that's going to really be a poor showing for Apple. But I can't see them doing that. So now it's time to hear from you. What do you think? If Pixel went back to the board and put out even this thickness, this size exactly, but put in the newer technology and better cameras, would you go for the Pixel Fold? Or shall we call it the Passport? I know I would. Let me know down in the comments. If you got something out of this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video because it really does help out the channel. If you want to see more about the Oppo Find N, check out this video here. Until next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.